Capricorn, it's Marina from the Butterfly Effect, and this is going to be your full moon in Cancer lunar eclipse reading for beginning the 10th of January. An eclipse can run out to 6 months, so it's just to give you an idea what sort of energies are coming in for you. But this is a specific full moon layout, which I just used on my Cancer reading. Practically all of the solar system is piled up in Capricorn, so it's not really a huge surprise to me that this is quite a heavy reading. It does seem to have a very specific theme running through it, that and I did think not so much the last reading, which I can't remember much about other than to say that there was good stuff coming in March. The one before had Smother Mother, and I'm getting an issue with a feminine here again, and someone not being able to or being prepared to break free from either a mother figure, their wife, or the mother of their children. There is a real issue with the feminine here. But this spread is a little bit different. It's very specific. So in the center we have a success that you'll enjoy during the lunar eclipse. I then go on to what you should set your intentions towards, what should be your main goals, something that you should avoid, a challenge that's probably going to come up for you due to this eclipse, and an effective way of raising your vibration, and a helpful resource, you know, that you should seek out or that will help you towards your purpose. And then a message from the universe. Really loving this spread, I have to say. I did try and get an idea whether it's a masculine or feminine I'm reading for. I think it is. I would say it was only a masculine because the sort of negative aspect seems to be the feminine, but it really could go either way. But what came out at the base of my on that question, who am I reading for, is the Fool in reverse and the 8 of oh, I'm so sorry, I literally can't speak, it's ridiculous, I don't know what's going on. The 8 of Cups in reverse. This is someone who is afraid to leave someone, who is afraid to leave an emotional commitment. They're afraid to move on, they're afraid to travel, they're afraid to take any risks in life. But I do feel someone is stuck in a very at least stagnant situation. Okay, let's just dig in. So a success that you'll enjoy during this period. We have got the World card with my Okuden in reverse. So it might be a time for you to broaden your horizons with the World card here. This is about, it can be social interaction, it can be online interaction, marketing. There might be, you know, something you're looking to do to broaden your business there, or just get yourself more out there and in contact with others. What I really got from this is that the success will be that about you opening up actually about how you're feeling. And with my Okuden in reverse, this is opening up that you probably are a bit sad, that you're not feeling very grounded and stable just now, that maybe you've made an unwise decision, that you just don't really have much inner peace just now. I did get knight in shining armor in this. This is like someone who wants to be someone's knight in shining armor. I'll try and think of the song. Any songs that I do remember, just click on the down box. They'll be at the top if you want to have a wee listen. They do add to the reading. So yeah, basically that's really what I'm getting from it. The real success that you could achieve, and obviously it is an emotional time, is that you probably do need to open up to someone, Capricorn, and have a real heartfelt conversation about how you genuinely feel. In your second position, we have what you should set your intention to. Communication, again here with the birds, with the happy family, and it will be the Retriever in reverse. It's possible that some of you will want to communicate to someone that you want to let them go. It could be that it's someone from your past, but there will be the Retriever here. I sort of feel, and I don't mean that you've got bigger fish to fry, Capricorn, but that's what I'm going to say. This emotional issue that's going on absolutely needs attention. I mean, it's all over your reading. I do have some stability issues financially as well, but the absolute crux of the matter is that I think you need to leave someone who is probably not good for you. And it does very much seem to be a feminine, I mean, as it could be, as I say, a mother, a grandmother, a wife. I just don't think you're happy. I sort of feel that you might want to say that you don't want to mend things, you don't want to get them on track. Or maybe you have to explain to someone why you didn't come back for them, why you didn't come back for this relationship. It's definitely about communication anyway. You may want to explain that you've been disloyal. It'll be is very loyal upright, and he can be disloyal. So you may, your intention may be to come clean on an issue where you've been disloyal to someone, either in your family or in a relationship, your partner. Yeah. And in something that you should avoid, right, we've got some, this is where my money's coming up here. I've got the Singer of Healing with financial constraints and the Cross. So this is real troubles, real burdensome issues around money. It's sort of suggesting that you need to replenish the stores here. And maybe that you've overspent or that your outgoings are more than your income. It does feel pretty serious, and I think what the advice here is that you need to avoid getting overwhelmed by this situation, because it's the Cross is a real burden. It's a heavy cross to bear. So you might need to get, as I say, maybe some debt counselling, maybe speak to a bank manager. I think it really is about opening up and being really honest with those that you trust as to what your position is, Capricorn, so that it doesn't overwhelm you. But you've to avoid becoming overburdened by this and almost not too fixated on it. You absolutely need to heal the issue. You need to get to the root of the problem, and put right what you can. I sort of get the feeling there's an enormous amount of miscommunication here, and it's possible that you've this money issue has cropped up, and you've maybe not shared with someone that you're in a relationship with how bad it is. Or that you actually maybe meant to sort of go out and sort your money or your financial situation, your career, and maybe you meant to go back for somebody but you didn't, and that's maybe the conversation. Intention is the conversation needs to be had around that. But the success absolutely will come from opening up and communication about how you feel, which is pretty much basically unhappy. And what you need to avoid is exacerbating your financial issues. I mean, it could well be to make yourself feel better, Capricorn, that you are sort of overspending, that you are maybe indulging yourself. You get that little high when you go out and buy yourself something or treat yourself or go somewhere or spend money on people. And it gives you some sort of temporary relief, but it's actually exacerbating the problem. It's like the Cross is like starting to throb here. It's under too much strain. So you need to not avoid the issue, but what you need to avoid is exacerbating your financial troubles by probably or possibly trying to make yourself feel better, because it's only ever going to be a temporary fix. I think there's other issues at play here that need addressed. So that is Next up is the challenge that you will soon face. Sorry, I need to keep checking my wheel list here because I can't remember where everything is. So I've got my Daughter Spirit in reverse, and I've got my Singer of Transfiguration in reverse here. And this is the challenge. This is about, I'll just give you all. I've got the Mask in reverse from my Lenormand deck, and I've also got the Ring in reverse. So yeah, that looks quite a challenge indeed, does it not? I'll tell you your advice before I tell you what the challenge is, because you probably already know what it is to relax and to let go, basically. Yeah. So this is, you have to be honest about what you want. You have to be honest about what you definitely don't want. You have to be prepared to reveal yourself wholly with the Mask in reverse, come completely clean. If you've been, you know, putting up a front, keeping up with the Joneses, putting on appearances, that needs to be undone, basically. You might need to come clean about why you've broken an engagement, a relationship, or a partnership here. And I think it'll be a time when you're feeling pretty disconnected. I don't think you feel that you can trust your own intuition at this time. And you need to be honest with the fact that you're struggling to find peace in your world. On this, I got, I can't do nothing without my baby. So you could well be missing someone as well, feeling a little bit all at sea without them. The other challenge is the fact that you're not just sort of dealing with worldly concerns, you've also got personal issues that are kind of distracting you from your money. So it's a sort of like two-pronged attack, you know. You can't just like say, put my relationship here in the corner while I go and deal with my money. And then you go and deal with your money and your relationships crashed. And the fact your relationships crash meant that your money is affected, because, you know, it's all sort of, they go hand in hand. It's almost sort of suggesting that you can't really compartmentalize these aspects of your life, Capricorn, that, you know, that they're all moving parts of the same machine. So you can't go, there are certainly times, but, you know, if it is putting a relationship in the back burner, the communication needs to be really explicit as to why, so that that doesn't crash and burn while you go off and, you know, fight another fire. So I really just think the challenge is about being, again, really honest and coming clean. If it's not with someone else, it's with yourself. Trying to work out maybe why you feel so disconnected, why you've maybe worn a mask, why you're not able to open up about other issues you may be having. I mean, the Transfiguration card in reverse here is kind of like a delayed success. It's not saying there's a failure here. So it's kind of asking you if you're maybe missing something here. But it is a delayed success. So even though it's a challenge getting this success, I think this is giving you some pointers as to how that you can get all these in the upright. But there really is an issue with coming clean, being honest, brutally honest, I think, with yourself more than anything else. But there is this issue where you don't seem able to move on from an emotional commitment, and it does seem to be with my Queen of Pentacles with the Hierophant in reverse. So I mean, it could have been a relationship that's already broken up, a divorce that you've, you know, gone through in the past, and you're still emotionally attached to this person and you're just not really getting past it, or it is somebody's mother, where they kind of feel bound. They feel very bound to this person, and they've been bound to them for so long they cannot imagine a different scenario, really. And next up we have a helpful resource. And right, okay, I mean, this could not be more straightforward. What would be helpful for you is walking away with my Spirit Dancer here, which is also a card about breaking free. I mean, they're, you know, both walking away from one another. Could be reading for female here, but it really does feel like someone's mother, I have to say, and probably quite an aggressive mother. Someone that may even be a bit of a bully. And this is what needs to be broke free of. someone needs to take some action here. I did clarify it with my Lenormand deck, and I got my the bear in reverse and the clover in reverse here. Now the bear is this is a kind of aggressive bully. This is usually a feminine yet again. This is like Mama Bear. So in her upright and in her, you know, positive aspect, she's very nurturing and protective. Can also be a boss, someone who's very much in control of the situation. You know, the CEO is a bit emperorish, but it does, in reverse, it most absolutely reflects the negative. And this is someone who is overbearing, who is a power figure, who is dominating, aggressive, and a bully. And with the clover in reverse here, which is normally a very light-hearted, joyful card, this is saying to me that this is heavy. Basically, it's all heavy. There's timelines in Lenormand, so the bear here is really long-term. And the clover is actually a short window of opportunity. Oh, God. I mean, it really feels like somebody's like trapped in a house, you know, like somebody is a slave to somebody here, and they might see a wee, there's a glimpse, you know, an open door, and they just got to go for it, leg it. But that is, that's what would be helpful. That's what would be good for you. So successful would be opening up that you're really unhappy. Your intention should be to communicate that you maybe don't want to get something back on track, or why you didn't go back for somebody. You spoke about the financial burdens, and then this one as well is about unmasking yourself about a broken commitment, and that you feel disconnected. And then ultimately, what would be helpful is to break free from something that is quite overbearing. I really do feel that, and I'm coming back to my smother mother reading for Capricorn, which wasn't that long ago. So number 6, an effective way to raise my vibration, basically what will make me feel better. Now this again, this has been tied, and I really feel this needs to be in reverse, because all tied up has been attached or tied to something that's really unhealthy. This is feeling bound. I mean, she's literally wrapped in barbed wire. Her, you know, she's completely bound. So there's like a real slave feeling about this reading. And I've got my bright mother in reverse and my maiden in reverse. Now, and this is the issue with this mother again. And this mother, if it's not a mother and it's someone's wife, this is the goddess in reverse. So this is exploitation of the female nature and form. What needs to be released here, Capricorn, is basically, if it's not straight up, the hope of a new beginning with this feminine, or a new start with a feminine, is crippling pessimism. I've got walking on broken glass with this. I really do feel somebody is constantly on tenterhooks around someone, just waiting on them to blow up. It almost feels like willful bondage, though, if it's not to a person. It's an attitude, but it's the kind of attitude that creates its own misery, you know, and denies the possibility of happiness. And it can well be that you've been in this misery for so long you can't imagine anything else. This is almost someone that needs to be, somebody needs to be the adult here, because it's not this mother, if she is a mother. Somebody needs to break free of this. Now, the only other thing I would say is this could be somebody who's maybe lost a child and they're just not able to move on from it, or who's had difficulty conceiving, and that's been a real issue in the relationship and caused depression. It may have even caused physical issues. This can be somebody who's struggling with their digestive system, who's emotionally imbalanced, who has eating disorder. But yeah, and I come back to the smother mother or the martyr mother. And if it doesn't represent an individual, this is somebody who's just completely burnt out, exhausted. They might be dealing with their own rage issues or cruelty from someone, or even their own. And to raise your vibration, to feel more positive, to feel less down and depressed, this needs to be cut off. You need to literally get the wire clippers here and cut off all this barbed wire. I can't get by without you. I'm getting that again. I don't know if you are missing somebody, or you've got a friend that, you know, you would normally reach out to for support that's maybe not around anymore. Okay, but I have to say your message from the universe is fabulous if you're able to take any of that on board, Capricorn, and, you know, make the correct moves. You just need to make the slightest move in the correct direction, and, you know, suddenly it can pick up some momentum. So the special message is Little Owlin, which is wisdom as light as a feather. Absolutely love this, and I'm going to read that to you. And I've got with it clarifying unity and Nellis the alchemist. I just feel there's something so much better for you, Capricorn. This unity card is about a partnership, basically. Equal partnership. I think I got a song on that. Hang on. Yeah, I mean, firstly on the bright mother up here, I want to break free. But I've got to be sure when I walk out the door. So it's like you almost need or want something set up to, you know, catch or fall. You're not prepared to maybe leave someone until, you know, the person that you'd like to go to is receptive. That's not cool, and it won't work that way, Capricorn. I also got something happened along the way. We loved each other, we just couldn't get along, and that's where I'm maybe getting this why you didn't go back for somebody. It's almost like you went to do something, you went to fix something, and it just got worse, so you weren't able to go back. But I don't think this has ever been communicated. Oh yeah, I did see on this when I went down that wee story route, An Affair to Remember. Don't know if that's a film that you're familiar with. Cary Grant, Deborah Carr, one of my favourites. Oh, I say that with them all, don't I? This is but it's a huge miscommunication. So they meet on a yacht. They're both in relationships, engaged. They fall in love. They agree to meet. I think it's like 6 months later. He's actually been pretty much bankrolled. He's just like the boy around town, and he's with some, you know, viscountess or whatever. So he doesn't make his own money, you know. He's a kept man, basically. And so yeah, he decides to become a painter, and he's going to make his own way. This is like, I'm going to leave and, like, you know, sort out my career and my finances, and we'll meet up, you know, at the top of the Empire State Building on such and such a date. So she breaks up with her man, she gets a job as a teacher, and, you know, this is them. They'd have no contact through this time at all. It was just a case of we'll both be there, and if one of us is not, we just have to accept that it didn't, you know, pan out. And on the way there, she's running up, she gets hit by a taxi and taken to hospital, and he waits and waits and waits, and he's there for I don't know how many hours in the pouring rain. And she's hospitalised. She's actually crippled from the waist down. And gosh, it's so sad. But she'll not tell him. She'll not get in contact with him because she's crippled. She's like, you wouldn't want me. Why would he want me? I'm a cripple. And he becomes a really good artist. And then anyway, the whole ending thing is that he does this painting. She sees it. She goes in to buy it, and he bumps into her in a theatre and sees her with her ex and assumes that, you know, he's with her, blah blah blah. And they get together at the end, and it's just wonderful. You have to watch it. But the bottom line is there's massive miscommunication here. It's almost like, as I say, someone has gone off to fix something, but they haven't said that's what they've gone off to do. Their intentions they've kept to themselves. And then they haven't been able to go back because something fairly, maybe not catastrophic as that, but something has happened to prevent them, you know, fulfilling what they had intended to do. But Capricorn, I digress. This is really fabulous. So there's unity here and there's Nellis. So Nellis is coming in with her magic wand here to change everything up, to get everything that was stuck unstuck. I mean, to turn everything, you know, that much brighter, to say the least. I have got the flowers, the heart, which is actually the swans, and the moon in reverse. So yeah, this is really lovely. I really do see this as being a loving relationship that someone may want to approach. I mean, the flowers is about pleasantness and flattery, joy and gifts. And I feel this with the moon in reverse, that somebody wants to reveal this. They want to reveal how they feel about somebody. Or if they haven't met them yet, they will very soon. They will very soon. So let's have a wee read of Little Owlin. Wisdom is not heavy, harsh, or cruelly given. Wisdom is as simple as being open and ready to receive. And if you are ready, if you have decided that you are worthy and willing to learn, this great horned owl, my other self, wishes for me to give you a feather. This feather is a talisman of magic, of wisdom that endures and can be applied again and again. Its power and wisdom will never run dry or fail to speak words of wisdom to you when you hold it in your mind's eye. The tide will go in and out, but this feather-light piece of wisdom remains constant. The sky will hold the moon, and stars will burn bright blue with the golden sun. And this wisdom will never fade or grow into a heavy burden as some knowledge does. You will wonder what to do at this time because things have changed, but this soft wisdom will speak to you again and you will find your way. A piece of priceless wisdom will be learned in a very simple, very easy way. There is enough potent wisdom available for everyone. You simply need a small portion of this wisdom for it to have an immense influence on all matters. You may receive signs that the wisdom of the owl is with you. The unblinking eye, the truth teller, the one who is the friend of the goddess. From Athena to, I can't pronounce that. It is likely that people may underestimate you or feel that because you have a light touch, you are not to be taken seriously. And nothing could be further from the truth. In matters of justice, you will now be triumphant, even with the lightest of touches. You are being blessed and accepted as one of the wise ones, but keep the treasure of wisdom gently. Use it wisely and know that Owlin has given you a gift of justice, wisdom, transformation, and the pure power of directed intention. You are most blessed. I love it. So that is your message. There's something really quite incredible, and I feel that it's a potential, Capricorn, but there's absolutely stuff that you need to change. Open up about and get rid of, and that Pluto-Saturn conjunct might well do it for you, never mind the full moon lunar eclipse. So I'm probably going to entitle this An Affair to Remember, even though that's just one of the stories that could be woven into this. I am still very much getting this issue with a mother and someone feeling incredibly bound. So yeah, that's it. I hope you find that useful. Please like, please subscribe. If you would like a personal, all my information is below. And you take care, Capricorn, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.